Hi, I'm Reb Risty, head REBL at REBL Marketing, and I'm here today with Nick Brune, our chef and owner of Eco Caters. And we're going to talk a little bit about, maybe if you could tell my audience who you are first and what you do.
Okay, so yeah, Nick Brune. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I own Eco Caters here in San Diego, Los Angeles, and we're also out in Washington, D.C. We are a sustainable hospitality group focused on all organic local events and corporate lunch through our Simply Lunch program. We own some venues like the one we're in here, REBL, in Lot 8 in Mission Valley, and so we're pretty much all things events and F&B.
That's a lot. You guys do a lot.
Too much.
So sustainable, I mean, is that really different? Or other catering services just aren't doing that? How is that?
Well, I mean, right off the bat, I mean, using single-use plastics is a great first step within the catering world. I mean, we all know the plastic problem on the planet at this point. If you don't, I guess you're living underneath a rock. But there is a single-use plastic problem on this planet. So, you know, the straws and things along these lines, yeah, the paper straws kind of suck. Everyone knows that. So, you know, what's the purpose? You don't necessarily need a straw. We're humans. We can figure out how to drink here. You know, but so the single-use plastics, the cups, all of those things, we're more into the biodegradable versions. Same with forks and knives, if those have to be used, right? That's a great first step. Furthermore, like when you talk about local produce and supporting local farmers, right? Mm-hmm. We're talking about, you know, we live in Southern California, and yet you can actually buy an orange here from Peru or Florida. I'm sorry, that makes no sense to me. I've got an orange tree in my backyard. You probably do too. And so do many other people. There's oranges everywhere here, and just the idea of that having to travel, it should just stay where it's at, right? Yeah. So you know, kind of the carbon footprint on those levels, and also supporting local economy. All of the above is fantastic. And then finally, we have a food waste issue in the United States. You know, over 50% of what is grown and raised in this country is thrown in the garbage. That's something I can't really live with. So that's you know, those are the things we really fight for and work against, and those are our goals.
Oh, great. So do you find it hard when you are talking with clients? Do they understand your zero waste initiative? Does that really resonate with them?
You know, I would say especially here in California, you know, we're kind of at the epicenter of this whole culture as far as, you know, the organic scene kind of starts out here. Obviously, we've got sunshine, 70 degrees for most of the year, so it's a little bit easier, right? So yeah, the culture out here especially is driven there. But you know, it's funny. I'm getting contacted by cities left and right. We're going to be expanding next year, and I mean, you know, Atlanta or Orlando, Boston, Baltimore. These are cities that the word is out again. Like everyone understands, this is not a new issue. It's not just about global warming, or, you know, it's not this Democratic or Republican thing anymore. It's like, yeah, I mean, this is happening. We've got a lot of plastic in our oceans. There's some things we can do to solve these issues, you know, and we're just trying to take those steps to actually make those things happen. And I think a lot of people are starting to recognize that, so they're starting to do the same thing.
Well, it's good. I'm glad to hear that, because I think, you know, top of mind, you want to be sustainable, you want to be doing the right things, but I think because we're such fast pace, all the time people are going and going.
Easy button.
Yeah, it's really. Well, so my show, I'm obviously marketing. You've got a lot of things going on. What strategies are you using to get the word out to your customers?
Well, you know, we've done in the last 12 years. I've been through the gauntlet, you could say. So we've done everything on the digital level, from SEO to pay-per-click. We are just getting into the LinkedIn world, which is working okay. The email campaigns have pretty much been the best, and we're actually moving those in-house through our sales force in-house. And I think the email campaigns digitally have been really a really fantastic connection. Pay-per-click is obviously it collects the best data for us, right? Mm-hmm. To where we can actually know where and what and why to spend. And you know, Eco Caters SEO, again, we've been writing a blog for 12 years about organic food online, so we do really well just organically
Okay.
on those levels. And even more so, again, with what we're trying to sell now, these long-term contracts for corporations, and things like that, and partner with venues. We're kind of realizing that relationship marketing is more pretty much our best bet. I'd almost rather spend money on an individual to go make sure that they're having their 2 meetings a day rather than hope for 5 or 6 leads a day digitally. I can just see my ROI on it a little bit easier.
Wow, I like that. So relationship marketing, is that part of your sales effort? Like, what does that mean?
Well, this day, right off the bat, it's pretty much on me, to get out and network and be a part, develop our brand here as Eco-Caters and get to know the corporate world and have them get to know me. And then from there, it's kind of start to trickle down into all of our salespeople individually, through peer groups or whatever it may be, just getting out there and having conversations. We have that set to run to mentality here, so we are trying to set 2 meetings every day and run 2 meetings every day, right? Okay. And then I love that book and that saying, never eat alone. So if you're going to go have lunch, you should be having a meeting with somebody, and that works out really well. You get to know people around town, you build your own personal network, and most of the time it's obviously going to build your pipeline.
Yeah, well, great. I mean, we're very much relationship as well, professional services. So, well, thanks, Nick. I really appreciate you letting me interview you.
Awesome.
If somebody does want to get a hold of you, learn more about Simply Lunch Eco-Caters, what's the best way for them to do that?
Ecocaters.com or eatsimplyLunch.com.